Evolutionary.org podcast coming your way. Guys, this is number 348. Today we're doing a special episode. A lot of you guys have been asking about supplements because we do these compound episodes every even number. And I've had a lot of people asking, they want to learn more about the supplements out there. Supplements are a really, really important part of bodybuilding, weight training, being a gym rat. I mean, we all take them, and most of the supplements out there are complete crap. So in this episode, we're going to talk about N2BM, some N2BM supplements, and Rick is here with me, Stevesmi and Rick, as always. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Steve? What's up, guys? How's everybody doing out there? So today, we wanted to do a good special episode about my supplement brand, Need to Build Muscle. The sponsors, we've been the sponsors of this show now since, and a lot of you guys reach out to me in social and email me and ask me a lot of questions about products you should take along with your steroids, my brand, and just wanted to do this short podcast, explain to you guys a little bit about my brand and the products we offer. From the time I created my brand, I never wanted to make a supplement brand for newbies, for, like these other brands out there. They're trying to convince people that their over-the-counter products are going to give people steroid-like effects. I never wanted to do that because I realized steroids was just too good, and there was just nothing we were going to get over the counter that was going to be as good as steroids we were getting illegally. There was a time where you can get some pro hormones, and those were okay, but still, testosterone, DECA, equipoise, I mean, this stuff is top notch. Nowadays, there is stuff like SARMs and peptides, which are also great, and my products go right along with those as well. So my whole brand is all designed, every single product is designed to be taken along with your steroids. One thing that I get a lot is say, hey, Rick, why is N2Guard $70-something and this other product that's a full post-cycle therapy product is only $49.50? Well, these other quote-unquote post-cycle therapy products aren't really for real steroid users, real people on SARMs or on some of these serious compounds. You can't put in the same bottle your organ cleanser, your testosterone booster, and your anti-estrogen all in one bottle for $49. Guys, this is impossible. Not only is it not suitable to have all of those tied in one bottle, in one product, because you need to do different things at different times, but you just can't get enough of the ingredients you actually need at these amounts and at this weight. N2Guard is just your organ support, your liver cleanser, kidneys, heart support, water retention support, cholesterol support is all in one. You need about 7 capsules of about 40-something ingredients just to do that. And then I have a completely separate product to help boost testosterone, grow your testicles back, improve libido, and that is Hcgenerate. And that's 5 capsules a day. And that's how much you need to accomplish that. As far as an anti-estrogen, for a while, I've made Liquidex AI, which is liquid arimistane, which is the best over-the-counter anti-estrogen anybody could ever buy. And the reason I make these all in separate bottles is because you wouldn't really use them all together. This is why when I see guys buying these all-in-one post-cycle therapy products, I'm dumbfounded. I don't understand it, because you don't need the anti-estrogen all the time. Sometimes you do need to take the testosterone booster, but you don't need to take the anti-estrogen. Sometimes you need to take the testosterone booster longer than the anti-estrogen. Sometimes you need to take the anti-E longer than the testosterone booster. And there are times where you need to take the liver support, kidney support, the organ cleansing product, and you don't need a testosterone booster, or maybe you don't want to take an anti-estrogen. So these all-in-one post-cycle therapy products, they are severely underdosed for what you guys need at that price and at that weight. But 2, they're not really made for really hardcore steroid users, because you just don't get the flexibility you get in having the different bottles that you can fit into your program separately. So when it comes to N2Guard, which is one of our more popular products, we were really the first company out there to really put together this all-in-one for steroid support product. And when we first started the product, we were going to do an animal pack kind of product. It was going to be a box with 30 little sachets. Each sachet would have about 7 different capsules in there, and tablets. And we would have these are going to be your liver support. Those are going to be your kidney support. Those are going to be your heart health. This is cholesterol. They will all be different, and people would take a packet each day. And that was the idea. And being a small company, just getting started, we went to quote this job, and it was just so incredibly expensive to do different color capsules, different everything. Especially the fact that we wanted to put in good, effective amounts of all of these ingredients and do it in different colors and sachets and all that. And our manufacturer just said, look, guys, this is a great formula. I see what you guys are trying to do here. But for me to run different looking tablets and caps and sachet, it's really expensive. How about we put it all in one bottle, 7 capsules, one color, one bottle, and you're good to go. And, you would get all the ingredients in there, which is what we're trying to accomplish. And look, we went with it that way. So it's 7 capsules of N2Guard every single day. A bottle lasts you a month. And our idea was, a sachet with different looking capsules and different looking tabs, and really get it across to people all of the different supplements you're getting in this product in N2Guard. But instead, we just put it all in one capsule. You guys can go to N2Guard.com, N2Guard.com, find out some more information, and get a link out to where to buy it as well from there. You can buy N2Guard at NeedToBuildMuscle.com. That's NeedToBuildMuscle.com. Or you can go to N2, B as in boy, M as in Mary.com. And those will forward you right to places where you can buy my product. So N2Guard, the way you'd want to use it, ideally, is this. If you're taking an oral cycle, during your oral cycle, you want to take N2Guard in order to help cleanse your liver as you're taking oral steroids. You don't want to take N2Guard at the same time as your oral steroids. You can take N2Guard once a day. That's fine. With a meal, that's fine. And then just take your steroids spread throughout the day in between meals. You don't want to take it at the same time, because the steroids that you take along with it around the same time, if they're in your gut with the N2Guard at the same time, you're just not going to get everything out of those steroids. Your liver is going to chop them down pretty quickly, and you're just not going to get that much. So you want to take the N2Guard maybe once a day with a big meal, and then spread your steroids out throughout the day. Some guys will only take N2Guard when they are your oral steroids. Also, you can take N2Guard for PCT. It's a good way to cleanse your body after your steroid cycle. Or you can also take N2Guard just every day, whether you're on or off. It does have daily multivitamins and minerals that your body needs, good amount of each. And it has several other ingredients to just help cleanse your organs. It's just a good product to take year round. There's people in my family that don't take steroids, don't even work out, but they still just take N2Guard for health as a daily multivitamin, which really all of us should be taking. So N2Guard, that's one of our more popular products. It was a really unique idea that we had 10 years ago now to put out a cycle support product to an N2Guard and some more, along with daily multivitamin, daily multiminerals, and ingredients to help your heart, cholesterol levels, to just help them along that you need as a steroid user. Now, Hcgenerate, or N2Generate as we call it now, you can go to Hcgenerate.com. We had to change the name from Hcgenerate to N2Generate because the credit card processors didn't want to deal with us, and even Amazon didn't like the name of the product. So we had to change it to N2Generate. This is your testosterone booster, post-cycle therapy. This is the one you want to take when your nuts are getting shriveled. This is the one you want to take when your libido is getting low. And sometimes you might want to take the N2Generate and not take the liver support for whatever reason. For example, you might only want to take the N2Generate at the end of the cycle, after take it along with the Clomid, so that the Clomid doesn't let you feel like shit. The N2Generate with the tribulus, with the Fedosia, with the different ingredients in there, you really feel good during a post-cycle therapy, as opposed to just getting, really moody and feeling shitty off of the Clomid. The Hcgenerate really helps. If you take it along with your cycle as a way to minimize suppression and not kill your whole testosterone production completely with the steroids, or you could take it at the end of the cycle just to help your post-cycle therapy along with your Clomid, HCG, whatever else you're doing. You can stack the N2Generate along with the N2Guard. You can stack them together. They work well. Or you can take them separately. On a cycle, somebody might take the N2Guard at the very start with their oral steroids, then begin taking N2Generate right as they're coming off of their cycle, finishing their cycle to begin recovery. Take N2Generate right along with their Clomid, and then add N2Guard with the very end of that Clomid cycle again to cleanse your organs, to cleanse your body after the steroid cycle. So there's really different ways you can use the products. You can stack them together, put them together for better results, and they're supposed to fit in. And guys, for good organ support for steroid users, you do need about 7 capsules a day. And yes, for good cycle support, testosterone boosting effects after a cycle, during a cycle, you do need 5 capsules per day. These are the amounts. If you're buying an all-in-one that has testosterone booster and liver support, and it's only 5 capsules, not getting everything you really need, in my opinion, guys. This is why my products are loaded like this. So those are the main 2 you wanna research. There is Hcgenerate ES, the extra strength version, and I put that one together right around the time that I turned 33, 34, and the regular Hcgenerate, although it always works great, I just wanted an extra boost, because I ended up adding epimedium and adding endocarbinol to my regimen. And I said, hey, why don't I add some of this epimedium, endocarbinol, L-Dopa to a newer, improved version of Hcgenerate? Because if I'm selling Hcgenerate and I'm adding some additional ingredients to it now, I'm not being real with my brand. I need to release a second product along with these added ingredients, which I've added as I gotten older, because look, they put lead in my pencil. L-Dopa, the L-Dopa from the Mucuna pruriens, and the epimedium, the good high quality epimedium we use from a horny goat weed, they put some lead in your pencil, serious lead in your pencil. So I added that and another a total of 10 new ingredients in Hcgenerate ES, which is our extra strength version of that product. If you guys have any questions about any of these products and want to reach out to me, Big Rick Rock at needtobuildmuscle.com. That's BIGRICKROCK, Big Rick Rock at needtobuildmuscle.com. Yeah, that's my email address, and just hit me there, and I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions, even call you for a consult if you need help with your cycle, with your protocol, with everything you're doing. Just hit me up, reach out. The kind of third product I wanted to talk about today, which is probably one of my strongest products and one of the more popular ones, is N2Slim. So N2Slim is basically a nutrient partitioner. It works to help you gain muscle mass and lose body fat using your insulin pathway. It basically makes your fat cells more resistant to that insulin, and it helps your muscle cells become more sensitive to that insulin. It does have several ingredients, and it's a pretty heavy product to accomplish that. You get a lot of different ingredients in there that help you with that. And if you use the N2Slim along with your steroid cycle, these results are going to be greatly enhanced. I mean, it really works really well with steroids. What I wanted to do with N2Slim is I wanted to give guys a product that they could run along with the steroids to enhance, to amplify the results of the steroids. Same as a professional bodybuilder would use insulin along with their steroid cycle to become monsters. N2Slim, it's basically like that insulin on training wheels. You're not adding synthetic insulin to your system. You're just enhancing everything your body can do with the insulin it's already making. And it really, really helps along with your steroid program. What's great about N2Slim is that the product, because it works through the insulin pathway, which is responsible for really depositing the calories in the different cells in your body, it'll do whatever you need it to do. So if you're on a very strict diet, low carb, high protein, and you're training to really shred up, the N2Slim will enhance that. If you're on a high calorie, kind of medium carb, high protein diet, and you're trying to gain a ton of mass, the N2Slim will work to help you with that. The way you use N2Slim is you take it about 30 to 45 minutes before you eat. If you're going to have a lot of carbs, then you want to take 2 to 3 to 4 capsules. If you're only going to have a little bit of carbs, then you take 1 capsule about 30 to 45 minutes before each meal. The N2Slim gets into your body, activates, and it really, all of the ingredients, the whole formula there is meant to help your muscle cells become more sensitive to that insulin and really let in a lot more of those calories that you're eating. And it's also meant to help your fat cells become a bit more resistant and taking less of those calories that you're about to eat, take less of those stored energy inside of the fat cells. Not only that, but again, when you have the androgens, the steroids flowing through your system, it really enhances the way your body works on those. And, you can take N2Slim on its own. It's very powerful on its own. You feel like you've carb loaded. After you've been taking N2Slim for a few days, you gain a couple of extra pounds while you're on it. It's just a little carb load. You walk around with this little pump everywhere when you're on N2Slim. And really, N2Slim is just that product that if you want to get that next level of results from your steroids, just add that in. And everything, whatever you're doing, whether you're trying to cut or you're trying to gain weight, it just happens a lot more effortlessly. When we talk about guys having good genetics, right? A lot of those good genetics we're talking about is just this. They have muscle cells that are more sensitive to insulin. They have fat cells that are more resistant to insulin. So they're naturally leaner guys. They'll gain hard mass really fast. This is kind of, this genetically, some people are just built this way. N2Slim, while you're taking it, takes advantage of that same kind of system. It works to help your body distribute calories the way that we want it to happen, to help us look our best, man. So N2Slim is just a good product to take on or off cycle. It's great on steroids. It's great without the steroids to just help maintain. It's great for people that are natural. And it really works exploiting that insulin pathway to create muscle mass and to help you burn fat. And what's great about it is it doesn't affect your natural testosterone production. So you could take it off cycle, on cycle. You take it pretty much any way that you want. If you go to N2Slim, SLIN.com, N2Slim.com, it'll forward you right to a page where you can buy N2Slim and get more information about it. So if you're running a steroid cycle, you need about 1 bottle of N2Slim per month. If it's a cutting cycle, low carb, a whole bottle might last you a couple of months. If you're bulking and, a lot of carbohydrates and you're trying to make that bulk as lean of a bulk as you possibly can, then you're probably going to go through about a bottle every 15 to 20 days. If you're really taking, 3 to 4 capsules before each meal, because you're taking in a lot of carbohydrate calories to gain mass. So it's a great product for guys to use, are not ready and really you probably shouldn't take the jump to just using and injecting straight insulin. You can use N2Slim. And one curious thing about it is this as well, guys. You'll know it works if you take 3 capsules of N2Slim. You've got about 30 minutes to 45 minutes to get some calories in you. Or otherwise, you'll start to feel a little bit lightheaded and you'll feel the sugar drop. And you'll feel that drop in sugar and energies from your blood system. Once the product is in your system, it activates. A lot of that energy flowing around your blood system gets taken up, gets gobbled up by cells. and you need to eat. If you take the N2 2-3 capsules and you don't eat right away, in about 30 or 45 minutes, you start to feel really lightheaded. You want to make sure that you get some calories in and you eat shortly after you take the product, to make sure. So this podcast really, we have over 15 different products in the N2 Muscle line. But the three that I wanted to focus on in this podcast for you guys who are all using steroids, on testosterone replacement therapy, on SARMs, is N2Guard to help your organs, cleanse your organs, your body along from all of these different oral compounds you're taking and even the injectables. Hcgenerate to help your libido and your sex life and your sex drive just stay nice and healthy, your mood, everything, so that you can recover from the use. And N2Slim, which works to enhance the insulin pathway towards gaining muscle mass and losing body fat. All three of these you can and should take along with your steroid cycles, TRT, SARMs, peptides, whatever it is you're doing. These really are the three main support products you're going to want. And I have other fancy stuff, which I'll discuss in other podcasts, like the N2 shampoo, which is a shampoo to help you from losing your hair, specifically losing your hair from steroid use. We have your Inflame, which is a topical fat burner that you apply right on the areas that you're trying to lose body fat in. We also have Ancient Strength, which is our really nice, fancy triple creatine formula. It's 3 different creatines in Ancient Strength. We have N2KTS, which is our pre-workout. It contains ephedra virus. Tell anybody, but it's a legal ephedra. The alkaloids are illegal, but ephedra itself, it's really not, if it doesn't contain the illegal alkaloids. And we have a version of it in N2KTS. So you get a nice energy boost with the N2KTS. It's all on my website. So I'll definitely, as in the podcasts that are coming up, I'll discuss some other products in my product line. I want you guys that listen to the podcast, that have been listening to Steve and I for all this time, I'd like you guys to please come out, support the store, help us stay online, help us continue to do this podcast for you guys from here on out, years on end. I mean, this is what I do, guys. I don't sell juice. I don't sell SARMs. I don't sell pro hormones. The way that I fund my life basically is my N2 muscle supplement company, and helping you guys. I have some of you guys that are consultation clients that pay me on a monthly basis to consult with me and for me to help you along in your journey. And this is my life's work. This is what I dedicate every waking moment of my life to, is just helping guys reach their goals, helping people stay healthy, helping you look your very best, helping you get everything in order from your sleep to your digestion, everything in your health that you guys need. That's kind of what Steve and I have dedicated, a big chunk of our lives for, right? I mean, I've been in this industry now, helping guys with their cycle support for about 20 years. Started this off as a young man, working as a director of sales for some of the first companies to sell pro hormones on the market. So I've helped guys with their cycle for years and been using steroids myself for years. And yeah, man, N2Buildmuscle.com. That's my brand. That's my website. Guys, please come out and support. And if you have any questions about your steroid cycle or about what products are right for you, sure to email me at bigrickrock@N2Buildmuscle.com. That's BIGRICKROCK at N2Buildmuscle.com. I'll add all of these URLs to the description of this podcast. So if you're listening on iTunes, Spotify, if you're listening it on an embedded page, you should be able to see all these links at the very bottom of the podcast.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump in, Rick. Let me kind of give my opinions on these products. First of all, the N2Guard, what we talked about to start. N2Guard, the amazing thing about N2Guard, it's got 44 different ingredients. So back in the day, before I started using N2Guard, I used to go to the vitamin shop and I used to grab like 10, 15 different things off the shelf to take when I would run my cycles. So with N2Guard, you just have to run just the N2Guard, 7 caps a day. So it's really cut down on how much I spend on supplements and just the pain of taking so many different supplements. You can look up videos from guys in the 70s. They used to have supplements on the shelf. They used to go up, grab one supplement, take a bunch, grab another supplement, take a bunch, grab another supplement, take a bunch. So, it was really a brilliant idea for to just consolidate all that into one bottle. So that's a big help. In terms of N2Generate, Hcgenerate, if you look at the ingredient profile, we're talking a gram of Fedosia, a gram of fenugreek, half a gram of 3,4-divinol, half a gram of tribulus, and it's got tongkat ali, it's got boron, and it's got zinc and vitamin E. If you don't have zinc and vitamin E, you cannot produce testosterone. So again, another brilliant formula packed with ingredients. And then the ES version, which Rick mentioned, has even more of those ingredients, and it has some extras like the mucuna, which will actually lower prolactin in the body. Prolactin is the hormone that causes us to have refractory times in between sex. So you will feel more libido and you'll feel more horny in a shorter amount of time in between sex sessions. So it's great to use, like if you're going on a vacation or you're going on your honeymoon or something and you want to be, ready to go quicker, instead of just not feeling like it and needing another day or two to kind of, redo your bullets. And then with the N2Slim, the way I like to use the N2Slim, if you want to burn fat, N2Slim is brilliant. What you do, time restricted eating, and then once you get in your workout, and then before your meal after your workout, take the N2Slim. Take 2 caps before your meal post-workout. And it's going to not only partition the nutrients from that food to make that food even more absorbable and more nutrient dense in your body, feeding your muscles, but it's also going to block fat. So you're not going to have that insulin spike where your body starts storing fat like crazy. So you're basically turning your intermittent fast or time restricted fast that you did, it's actually making it more efficient. So N2Slim is brilliant to use. I think that's a great idea to get for really anybody, because we live in a society, here, most of us live in the United States, and our insulin levels are so elevated all day. So you can do with N2Slim, you can run one cap every 3 hours, and that kind of keeps your body in fat burning mode the whole day. Or you can just take 2 before your moderate to large meals. And then you can take 1 before a smaller meal or a snack. And that will basically help nutrition partition your food and block fat from being stored. And again, it's all in the ingredients, guys. You can go through these ingredients and you can look at what each ingredient does. And there's studies that show these ingredients do exactly what I'm telling you. And if you combine them together, wow, that's where the formula really, really shines versus just using these supplements by themselves. So great formula as well. N2Slim is a great formula, Rick. All 3 of these products, the N2Guard, N2Generate, N2Slim, these are my 3 favorites. And these are ones that I use. I use them on cycle. I use them PCT. I use them after cycle. I use them between cycles. So very, very important. These 3 supplements, they will take your levels. They would take your fitness to another level, basically, by using these. And the nice thing about N2Guard 2 on cycle is we're talking 6-7 different liver support aids, including TUDCA, which is something that you're not going to be able to find legit TUDCA really in any supplement store online in any of these formulas. Most of these formulas, it's just some milk thistle, a couple vitamins, a couple amino acids, and they're like, oh, take this for your liver. That's bullshit. You need to use something that has good ingredients.
TUDCA is extremely expensive. It's one of the more expensive over-the-counter compounds you can purchase right now. So a lot of brands either won't use TUDCA at all, or they'll do just a 1 TUDCA only supplement. And when it came down to it, we could either have a separate TUDCA supplement and just have the N2Guard formula and keep that at a low price, or We can add the TUDCA into N2Guard. The price would be a little bit there, a little bit up there, but still be cheaper, way cheaper than buying this TUDCA separately from everything else, because you've got to pay to have it bottled, sticker, capsulated, everything. I mean, from the cap to the cotton that's in the bottle, you're paying for over again. Where we can just one time, one big bottle, one big sticker, one big run of capsules, one cotton, one cap, one seal. It brings the overall price down and it brings the value of the product up. Obviously, N2Guard, if you put it next to other cycle support products, is going to be a few dollars more expensive. But how many of those other products have TUDCA in them? And a good amount of TUDCA. We don't. The reason you need 7 capsules is because we don't pixie dust. You can flip the label. Right on the label, we disclose every weight of every compound of every ingredient in there. It's heavy. You know, we put in 250 milligrams per day of TUDCA in the product, along with the milk thistle, prickly leaf, and every other ingredient we've got in there for the liver. I mean, it's a full liver support formula, not just a bottle of TUDCA, not just a bottle of milk thistle, not just a bottle of prickly leaf. I mean, it's a full formula.
All right, guys. So that pretty much sums it up, guys. Check out the products. Come on our forums. We have a lot of information. Really, you can find almost all these ingredients that are in these products. We have articles on them. So evolutionary.org is your one-stop shop, one-stop informational source for learning about all these supplements. So I hope you guys who've been emailing me and wanting us to do a supplement show take advantage of it and check out the ingredients that are in these products and learn more about these ingredients, because they can really take your fitness to another level. For Stevesmi and Rick, this has been episode number 348, and we'll talk to you guys next week with another episode. Thanks a lot, guys.
Have a good one, Steve. Have a good one, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for shopping from our brand. Thank you for listening to our podcast. If it wasn't for all of you guys out there that are paying attention to our content, that are following up with us, we just wouldn't be able to do this for you guys full time. So thank every single one of you out there that reaches out, that spends some of your valuable time listening to us and some of your hard-earned dollars supporting the companies that we work with and supporting our Need to Build Muscle brand. And it's just it means the world to us if we get to be up every day doing what we love to do, which is bodybuilding, fitness, steroids, talking to people about it, experimenting on ourselves. We really get to do that full time because of every single one of you guys out there. So just want to close the show saying thank you. Have a good one, Steve. Have a good one, guys. One more time.
Guys, this is the required legal disclaimer. We are only sharing our experience from years of steroid use. We are not doctors, and none of what we say should be regarded as medical advice. Always check with your doctor before taking any drugs or starting any training program.